Hello there. You probably already know me, but I'm Matt Evertson. I'm one of the lecturers in aviation, and I'll be the tutor and convener for AVA20025, Aviation Human Factors and Performance. I had fully intended to make these videos a bit shinier and find some nice backgrounds, but because of the Avalon Air Show and me being generally disorganized, it's all going to happen in my office. So I've tried to spruce it up with some interesting backgrounds, and I'll try and make it a bit more interesting in the future. But the point is, I love this unit, and I'm really excited to be teaching it again this semester. If you have already had an education in human factors, maybe in the first year with David Newman's unit, 10002, this isn't a rehash of that material. It's actually quite a separate area of human factors. So that unit and probably all the stuff you've done with CASA is very much about the physiology of piloting aeroplanes. It's all about the human body, about respiration, about the blood and the circulatory system, about the balance, the vestibular system. That's all really, really fantastic stuff. But what I want to move on to in this semester is talk a bit more broadly about the human and our performance in the general workplace, specifically about the aviation workplace. And we'll be looking more about sort of cognitive issues, sort of mental processing of information, and the more psychological and sociological side of human factors and how that applies to making humans efficient in the workplace and also safe in the workplace. So this very much ties with safety. It's not just about piloting. So I'm not a pilot. I have worked in the industry in operational roles and alongside pilots, and I'm going to be covering the full breadth of how human factors can apply to short pilots, but also cabin crew, ground workers, operational staff in the Network Operations Center, passengers even, how we can understand the human better to make sure that they make less errors and they work more efficiently. So we waste less time and we waste less money. So that's in a nutshell what we're going to be doing. It's going to span out over the full 12 weeks. Week 1 is going to be just an introduction to the subject. Really important that you are there because it sets up the framework for the rest of the semester. We've got a slightly different teaching structure. So the unit runs for a 3-hour block every Wednesday. The first 2 hours I intend to be just direct teaching, and whenever I'm teaching I want interaction. I want you to come with ideas and to stop me and challenge me on some concepts, because here's a shocker, actually I don't know everything, but the science doesn't know everything either so far. So human factors is an evolving science and we don't always have perfect answers, and we can work through it together and try and understand current issues. But also the last hour will be more of a sort of practical, dedicated more to a practical hands-on session. Human factors is at the end of the day about doing things. So I've worked in workplaces to make them better. I've tried to diagnose issues and solve incidents and accidents, or understand incidents and accidents. And to do that I've had practical tools. It's not just about theory, it's about having instruments and skills to go out there into the workplace and actually make a difference. So I want to, over the course of the semester, get you practiced in using some of those tools. That is going to often, not in week 1, but in subsequent weeks, it's going to require you to come to the classroom having read some initial preparatory material, which will be on Canvas, and I'll make that very clear to you. If you don't come to class prepared, and I don't mean prepared as in with answers, I mean having read the background material, then you're not going to get the most out of it. And this is all about getting you educated and getting you some life skills to go out there into the workplace with. So please try and engage with it. I realize we're all busy, but this is what you're here for. This is your education and what you're paying for. So please utilize me to learn as much as possible over the next few weeks. All right, I'm really looking forward to meeting you either for the first time or again, and I'll try and make these videos a little bit more interesting as we go. All right, I shall see you on Wednesday. Take care.